Hello, friends, and welcome to the Follow the Moon Challenge. My name is Alice in Wonderland, and I'm a little bit obsessed with the moon. This 2026 Follow the Moon Challenge is going to be unlike any other moon challenge because all of the moon cycles in 2026 are slightly shifted and different from what they usually are. We always do this challenge in Aquarius season because Aquarius helps us to think about things differently and to think outside of the box. So it's a perfect time to learn something new about the moon. So I think we're all going to learn something new together about the moon, myself included. I think this challenge is going to be really interesting. So whether you've done the challenge before, I think this is going to be something new and exciting. And if you haven't done this before, then of course it's going to be new and exciting. So I'm really excited to jump into today's video. Know that we are premiering them live every day for 30 days at 11 a.m. Without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Welcome to day 26 of the Follow the Moon Challenge. We have a waning crescent Capricorn moon this morning that will transition into Aquarius by 11:14 a.m. late morning. So we have completely come full circle from the beginning of this challenge, and we actually are going to feel like we're in Aquarius energy for a very long time. The moon is always in a sign for 2.5 days, but a lot of times part of that time is like while we're sleeping, and some of those times, as we've seen especially in this moon cycle, a lot of the time is the transition time or the void of course time. But as of 11:14 a.m. today, we will be in Aquarius from now until an all day on the 15th and all day on the 16th as well. And the transition into Pisces won't be happening until 7:16 p.m. on the 16th. So we've got a lot of Aquarius energy to work with the next few days. So we've got a lot to reflect on. During this Aquarius time, we can reflect on what the Aquarius sun season meant for you, what this Aquarius moon cycle meant for you, and what this solar eclipse in Aquarius meant for you, as this was the first of a series of eclipses in Aquarius that we will be experiencing for the next few years. Our next Aquarius eclipse will be in February of 2027. So you will notice that the energy of the waning crescent moon relates to the season of fall in the Wheel of the Year. So fall is a time of transition. It's a time of releasing and shedding and letting our leaves fall to the ground. So this is a time of slowing down, of letting go of things that don't really matter to you and only focusing on the things that are most important to you. To refresh your memory about the Aquarius energy, Aquarius is an air sign. It's ruled by Uranus, the planet of liberation and freedom, and Aquarius season and this Aquarius moon cycle has taught us to approach our goals from an out-of-the-box way of thinking. With the Aquarius new moon, we called in change. We used the air element to blow things our way, to try to do things differently, approach our goals differently, approach life differently, and learned about how we can compare the seasons of the year to the moon phases, and how really in an entire moon cycle we are going through the entire zodiac of the year. So in a way, we're also going through the seasons of the year. And when we look at it that way, we are technically saying goodbye to Aquarius season as we are approaching the dark moon. So we had this entire moon cycle to really think about things differently, to look at things differently. And now we're saying goodbye to that energy. And with the new moon in Pisces, we're going to be welcoming in the water element and the dreamy subconscious and trying to bring that energy to the surface and add it to the goals that we have already set for this year. And this isn't goodbye forever. We will have another chance to tap into Aquarius energy every month while the moon is in Aquarius, but also we're going to highlight this Aquarius energy during the full moon in Leo season this summer. So we're just saying goodbye for now. The winds are changing and we're just blowing our way towards spring. Like I said at the beginning of this challenge though, this moon cycle has been unlike any other. This Aquarius moon cycle was taking place during Pisces sun season. So this entire Aquarius moon cycle had an underlying theme of Pisces energy, which we will then have our Pisces new moon in a couple days. Then on top of that, what is normally an Aquarius Leo dynamic within this Aquarius moon cycle, we have instead had an Aquarius Virgo dynamic. Now I know I talked about this Virgo Aquarius dynamic in the day 15's video for the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, but I just want to add here that I really do think that this Virgo Aquarius dynamic can help us be of service to the collective. We have been so individualized for a very long time, and society kind of creates this separation from each other. But as most of us spiritual people know, we are all connected and we are all one. And I truly believe that nobody succeeds unless we all succeed. And I believe that the shift in the moon cycles, and specifically with this Virgo Aquarius dynamic, we can look at how we can be of service to the collective and how we can be of service and help perfect and organize and restructure this new society that we all are craving to live in. The most important lesson of being of service to others is that you physically cannot be of service unless you are taking care of yourself first, unless you are filling your cup first. So Aquarius is another sign that might struggle with self-care a little bit. And this is the air energy of just kind of being like so much in your head. And then they also have this affinity to, like Cancer, to take care of other people before they take care of themselves, because their focus is the collective, which we talked about at the Aquarius new moon, is really kind of looking at your goals in a way to serve the highest good. And this kind of makes Aquarius forget about self-care sometimes. And they also have a very erratic cycle or rhythm. This is partly because of the Uranus aspect, the need for change, the need for evolution, the need for things to be different. So sometimes like doing the same thing every day doesn't work for them. They need to change it up every now and then. So basically, Aquarius just needs to change up their routine every now and then. They just like it's good for them to try different things. So I feel like personally for me, having an Aquarius moon, I beat myself up a lot for not being able to stick to like a regular routine. But that's why following the moon cycle has worked really well for me, because it allows me to adapt and change my routine based on the season that we're in or based on the moon cycle that we're following at the time. It allows me to alleviate the pressure that me and society puts on us to like, you're supposed to do the same thing every day. But that's a very masculine way of thinking. Masculine energy follows the sun cycle. Feminine energy follows the moon cycle. Because this is the time of resting. Now, I know this is something that a lot of people struggle with and might even be a reason for stopping following the moon, because they're like, I gotta work, like I can't rest right now. But this is about managing your time and your schedule ahead of time so that you can rest during these restful times and to be productive during your productive times. And what I mean by that is that like you're always going to have a day at work where you can BS a little and take it a little easier and move your deadlines to your more productive times. And I know that's not easily done all the time. If you're not able to avoid having a deadline on a new moon, then come up with creative ways, new ways, Aquarius ways of doing things where you can reserve your energy
for work. When you need to hustle at work on a new moon, then hustle at work on a new moon, but allow yourself to actually take an entire hour of lunch break where you are sitting and eating your meal without working, or make it so that you can hustle at work, but then you're able to get off early, or you already have a meal prepped in the freezer so that you don't have to, so that you can reserve the 30 minutes to an hour that you would be having to cook a meal and use that time to really rest and relax at the end of your day.
And don't put too much pressure on yourself. Know
My
that this is not
schedule
going to
and my
happen
cycle
with one
is
follow the moon challenge.
continually
This is not going
evolving
to
and
happen
changing,
with
and
just
I
one
think that is
moon
the
cycle.
point.
I
I
have been
don't
following
think
the
that there's
moon
a
for
point
a
where
very,
you
very,
get
very
to
long time
where you
and have everything totally in alignment. I think the point is to learn how to adjust and change gradually along with the moon cycle and along with the seasons, so that you are going with the flow, you're having less struggle and you're having less obstacles and you're having more flow in your life in general. But this doesn't mean that things aren't constantly changing. That is the lesson of Aquarius. Things are going to change whether we want it to or not. We need to have hope for the future and hope that this change is for the better.
Not gonna happen overnight, and don't give up if it didn't work out this moon cycle. A lot of times, especially with me and helping people to follow the moon, I a lot of times find myself being my most busy around the new moon, trying to get videos out, trying to plan things and get things ready so that everybody else can have things available to them on the new moon, like meditations or pick a card readings or whatever it is that I have planned for the new moon. A lot of times I am really booked for massages, but this just makes me happy because it means that some of my clients' natural rhythm is synced with the new moon and they don't even realize it. But I learn my lesson and then I try again the next moon cycle to plan things in advance and make sure that I at least have one day around the new moon where I'm able to rest and digest. Aquarius is going to have a unique perspective on self-care. Specifically, anything that makes them feel comfortable, that allows them to express their uniqueness and to be different and to not feel out of place or weird. So, self care to an Aquarius might just be being at home by themselves and dressing up with no place to go because they get to just be themselves and wear what they want to wear, look how they want to look, and not have anybody's judgment projected at them. As we say goodbye to the Aquarius moon cycle or any moon cycle, we try to hold on to that part of ourselves. With Aquarius, we want to hold on to the uniqueness that we have discovered about ourselves throughout this moon cycle, and we want to carry that with us throughout the entire year.
Thank you so much for joining me for day 26 of the Follow the Moon Challenge. I hope that you do feel fulfilled and like you completed something, because we are back with Aquarius where we started this challenge. So I hope that you feel like you have come full circle and that you've accomplished something. And now we can really start to slow down and ease our way into this watery, Pisces, dreamy new moon, which officially ends eclipse season. So congratulate yourself on completing this Follow the Moon Challenge, because we're almost there. And technically, you've already done it because we're back where we started. And secondly, congratulate yourself for surviving the first eclipse season of 2026, which I think is a huge accomplishment. And thirdly, this is your permission slip to slow down, to rest and to digest, to allow yourself to wane in energy and light so that you can rest and recuperate and that you're ready to begin after this new moon. Thanks again for joining me today for day 26. We'll see you tomorrow for day 27 of the Follow the Moon Challenge.